What is going on, folks? It is Friday night, 7:30. We are back. We are back with the Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and yes, it's going to be rainy, and that's okay, because fishing is still going to be good. So welcome to it. We're going to get you all the information like we always do and get you prepped up for this weekend's fishing events. We got a lot of good information going tonight. We got a full set of show notes, and I hope you all are strapped in, ready to rock and roll, because it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. We got like 2 weeks to make up for.
We do.
The last show was on the 17th, and that was opening day of snapper season. And since it has been a snapper slaughter. There's been a lot of snapper caught. A lot of stuff going on. What is up, Mr. Vernon Eller? Thanks for joining Surf Hippie Fishing. I don't know why I have such a hard time saying that. What is going on, buddy? Great podcast the other night with those guys. If you guys didn't tune in Wednesday night or catch the replay today, the audio version, Brian over there at Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast had a great interview with the Deerfield manufacturing guys, do custom carts and all that good stuff. Nailed it. It was a great show.
I did not realize how many things they were building. Like I've seen some things here and there, but seeing it all in that one picture.
Yeah.
Yes. I want all of that.
Exactly. Yeah, I've had a few conversations with a couple people on what they got going over there and stuff. So, and then I'm even working with them soon here. I got the dimensions for that storage box. I may have to make a couple tweaks for my cart. So we'll see. I got a new motor for my cart.
Did you?
I'll be working on that this weekend.
We need to find a way to give you a silenced go-kart motor.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's big old rooster tail of sand.
It is definitely that would be great.
Oh man,
who else we got on here?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. It feels so weird being gone for 2 weeks and seeing all the names pop back up. It's so good.
I know. Larry, what's going on, Mr. Grossman?
Oh, is that Corbett? Oh wow, he's on. Cool. Mark Burford, East Coast, Florida. Good evening.
Mark, what's happening, buddy? Over the bar rods, Florida Surf Tackle.
Bill, hey Bill. Hi.
Bill, what's happening?
Hey, look, it's your kid.
Yeah, he's out in Texas.
It's probably hot and horrible there.
Hey,
Donnie, look at the camera.
Hey, Donnie, check it out. Oh yeah, it's going around there. So there it is. Appreciate the gift. Donnie hooked me up with another custom mug here in the hot pink color.
Oh, Surf Hippie Fishing. Oh, he made a good comment. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. Because if you hadn't, I was going to bring it up, Nick. So if you guys haven't taken a look over at their group with the carts, they're having a little contest right now. Post your picture of your cart, and one with the most likes is going to win some stuff. So head on over there, take a look. Do me a favor, if you would, Nick. Post the group name for me again, because I know I'm going to butcher it and I can't move over to Facebook right now. But yeah, I interviewed for an RV tech job today. JC, why? What are you doing? No, dude, come to the dark side, man.
Ryan's going to tell you, no, don't do it.
I literally just got home 45 minutes ago from my last service call of the day, and it was a doozy. So, but hey, I hope it goes forward good for you, man. I'm excited to hear about it. Hit me up offline. I'd love to talk more about it.
There you go. Cool. A lot of people joining in. Appreciate it. It has been let's say we got 2 weeks to catch up on. So the week prior was great fishing. There was a lot of stuff going on that week of the 17th to the 20th. or 17th to the 27th, whatever that was. 24th, 17th, 24th. A lot of great catches going on. Redfish, pompano from the surf. Snapper season open, so snapper, we're getting slaughtered out there. Sharks from the beach. Sharks were thick. This week, it hasn't been as exciting for me personally.
No?
Yeah, it's been tougher this week. Of course, we did have the rain that plays a big part of it, but I even read a couple of the forums and stuff. The folks are watching and listening. The bay snapper bite was really hot, like that week, the 17th to 24th. Since then, I don't know if it's the pressure or what, but man, it has been tough. Now I have read some reports saying go at night, like 9 to 2 a.m. night, to catch them, and they are thick out there. Could be something to that.
I mean, especially with, I think there is, not to mention with the temperature changes and all that. I think that there's definitely something to be said about that right now.
Do y'all think they need to bring back shark tournaments?
No.
No. I think that's a double-edged sword there. Why it can be, if done correctly, it could be fun, but I think it highlights and brings out too many other issues that people already complain about shark fishing, at least around here. Custom surf fishing carts and parts.
This is what we're talking about, everybody. There you go.
Yep. That's why I say that. Now we'll have Jack Moran on. He runs Navarre Beach Shark Fishing. That's a good question to ask him later on his thoughts. Because I think it kind of goes along with the whole shark fishing, social media / YouTube issue as well. I mean, there's some people that do it great. Jack's one of them. Dylan, one of our other contributors, by all means does it. But there's some folks that just don't. Whether they don't know better or what, or they're just looking for the
that part,
the publicity. It's all fun and games until shark attacks go up in the numbers. Yep. And I just read about one that happened earlier. I don't know what part of Florida. I want to say it was like Kent, Florida, or something like that. Little girl got her leg bit by a shark. They were scalloping. They were out 4 or 5 foot of water. Shark came up, hit her twice. Luckily, her brother was right there, was able to get her out of the water. But that's an article now that's going around. But I think it's like Larry just said, a lot of clickbait type stuff.
That's why you brought it up. Okay.
That will give legitimate shark fishermen a bad name, and shark fishing in general a bad name.
I think it's also, if you think about kind of like when we were active duty, I always tell the Marines on the safety brief, you get arrested you do something stupid this weekend, the headline's going to read Marine does, and it's going to be the same thing. The guy's unhooking a shark and he gets bit. It's not going to be anything else of he was unhooking. It's going to say man attacked by shark, which is going to be that one thing to get that article in. And, people don't know how to shark fish. You're going to go out there with undersized gear, which means we're going to lose sharks. You're going to get killed, and they're going to wash up on the shore. That just gives it a bad name. And it's to me, I agree. And I like what you did with this bill. I think it's a recipe for disaster. So I say leave it to the ones that know how to do it. If you want to go shark fishing, get with the people that know how to do it. All will do well.
A lot of people come to this area. A lot of guys from Texas. Shark fishing's big in Texas, over on that side, on the Galveston area down there, on their national seashore. And a lot of those guys come over here to fish as well. This area lends itself to be a good tournament fishing area. I just don't think it's appropriate, I guess.
Get Adam J back here.
Yeah, I know, right?
He's all quiet. He doesn't tell anybody when he's coming through.
Tony Fagioni, what is up, sir?
Hey, Tony. Went out fishing with him this morning. That was a lot of fun. We had some good times going after some snapper, little mangrove. But
You guys had a pretty good little trip despite the weather, though. There was some.
Yeah, I mean, the three of us basically sat in the rain and just fished it. As long as it wasn't lightning, we were fishing it. So yeah, Justin caught a really nice. He caught a good snapper to hold on to. He got a keeper. He also got a trout and a flounder.
Yeah, nice Spanish too.
And a big Spanish. Yep.
Yeah.
Tony caught pin. It's something. What else was it? Was it a flounder? Did he get one too? It's been that kind of day.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But it was fun to watch. He really showed me a lot of cool stuff about doing that kind of fishing. So I look forward to going out with him again sometime to catch because that was a good time.
Absolutely.
Baby mangrove. That was it.
Yep. Baby mangrove. Interesting.
All right, what do we got here?
We're going to try to stick to our script.
All right.
So we'll bring up real quick. This show is sponsored by Rogue Reels Fishing. Rogue Reels, Rob Foster and the crew down there in South Carolina make excellent rigs. You've seen them on here. I keep this one right here hanging by. Look at that. I mean, that was a giant sandbar shark or bull shark, excuse me. Caught on this one on a rig that wasn't supposed to be able to handle a giant shark. It did. And of course, the hook paid for it, but the leader held up great. It's up here. Makes shark rigs, castable shark rigs. It also has the Demo rig, the heavy duty double dropper, and the Smitty rig for deployment shark leader. So you guys go check them out. This weekend will be the last weekend or the last little bit to get your 15% off with code. You got to check that out again. PFR15.
Yep.
So make sure you get over there, visit Rob's site. A lot of cool stuff over there. Some swag. I don't know if he still has hats, if he's out of hats, but some great stuff over there.
Yep. Always thankful for his gear. I need to put an order in. I forgot. I need a couple more redfish rigs. We got some fun stuff coming up here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
All right. What do we got going here? So we got Le Weather, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Let me get.
I forgot. Question of the week.
Are we there yet? Okay, you can do that.
You want to do that first?
Question of the week. This is an interesting one that sparked because I've been doing some research and I need to do some changing. So that's why I want to get everyone's opinion on this.
Have you ever upgraded your drag washers or even replaced them? And if so, how often?
So this comes up because I caught a 8-foot scalloped hammer on my Battle. Was it the 10,000? It was the Battle 10,000. The drag was tightened down and that thing was still smoking drag out. Like it, if you've ever caught a hammerhead, those things will not quit until you get them to shore. I mean, they're just going to fight. That's why it's so important to get them in quick and then get them revived and back out. But I was thinking about it. The drag was smoked down. He was still smoking out drag. Like I need to change my washers out. And I've been looking at, what's the name of it? Something Tex. Hang on. Carbon Tex.
Oh yeah.
Carbon Tex washers. And thinking about swapping them out versus the ones that come standard.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put that out to the group there. Have you guys ever changed out your drag washers? And if so, did you go with some carbon fiber type stuff or did you put the same stuff back in? Or have you never changed your drag washers and you're just letting it go?
I've never done it. I will say that. I will probably do something like that this year after interviewing Mott's about his rods and reels and all the stuff where he talked about when he does his breakdowns and all that, the upgrades and the cleanups. I think I might fall into what he was talking about.
Yeah. Bill says, never changed them. Good evening, guys. Roberto, what's happening, buddy? Never changed them out.
I'm very surprised to hear Bill hasn't changed them out.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Lots has upgraded a couple of mine and they needed it. Yeah, see, and that's what I think about. That's why I wanted to upgrade mine. Because of that, I'm sure it's going to need it. I know my Battle 8000 needs it because it's brought in some hefty sharks on that one that have just smoked it. So I think it's time to upgrade. And you can kind of feel like the knob just feels different now. The drag isn't as smooth as it was.
Yeah.
Pin reels do last a long time. I'm looking forward to wearing out the first ones. I hear you, Bruce. That's a good point. So maybe a lot of folks just haven't gotten to the point where they've actually needed to change them out.
How did your audio get fixed all of a sudden?
What, was it bad?
Yeah, it was horrible, but it was doable.
I'm sorry. Kayla, some of the companies have felt drag washers. Kayla's always got good information here. We should got the Shimano. Okay. I should have stopped reading. I'm just kidding, Kayla. As soon as I read Shimano, stock drag washers are awesome. But okay, so if they're so awesome, why do you change them out to Carbon Tex?
Because they probably wear them out with the amount of fishing he does. The two of them do together. I'm sorry.
That's
I mean,
true.
they're out almost every day. Scroll up. You missed a comment. Did we?
What did I miss?
Oh, no. It's Mark.
What'd Mark say?
Yeah. Well, he's under Kayla's name. He goes, "It's Mark. I run a light tackle company. I replaced all my drag washers with Carbon X drag washers. I've had some stock washers come out thin paper." Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at too. And actually, Mark kind of influenced this question a little bit because Jack reached out to him and asked him a question about jigging and using a certain rod. I guess he didn't trust my judgment and wanted to hear it from someone else. So anyway, it's funny. Kids, you tell them the same thing, but if they hear it from somebody else, then it's true and it's gospel, and that's just the way it is. So, but anyway, yeah, it's so Mark's comment about swapping his out to the Carbon Tex stuff is what got me thinking about, okay, I need to switch mine out and upgrade mine. And anyway, so on and so forth. I'd go off on a tangent.
I mean, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
I wouldn't trust my really, Jacob. All right, I remember that.
He got jokes.
Carbon Tex drag washers with a pinch of Carl's dragger. Yeah, that's the other thing. Make sure they're greased properly too, and not overly greased. Just a pinch. Absolutely. That's a great one. That's a good question. I mean, obviously not a lot of people have swapped them out. Mark obviously does because he runs a charter business, and just likes to do big fish on light tackle. So I could see wearing out the drag. Carl Phelps here says, I tried on some cheap reels I had, but it was just easier to upgrade my reels. Probably will change them out after these wear out. Yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just easier to get a new reel maybe. I like mine, so I like my reels that I'm using now, so I'm going to just use the upgrade my stuff. I think Bill's problem is he just hasn't caught big enough fish that wears his drag out. Yeah, that's why he hasn't changed them.
Probably not. Could be part of it.
I'm kidding.
Poor Bill. Poor guy.
Poor Bill.
Can't wait to go fish with him again, though. I'll admit that, hands down. I really look forward to going fishing with him again.
So you mentioned you have not changed out any of your drag washers,
and that's only because, if we're being honest, because this is a safe space.
Yeah.
I don't even know how. I've never pulled open the manual to even look at it. I think I've looked at one or two of them, maybe, and I was like, yeah.
I did find a great site. I saw JT's comment. He always ends up with leftover parts. Yeah, that's not good when you're putting your reel back together, buddy. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out now.
JC, the new Lost Key Outdoor reels look sweet. Yep. That's good stuff. Yeah, I saw that. They posted today. They got 5 new series, different ones. So if you guys want to hear about that one, go over to Lost Key Outdoors on Facebook. You'll see all about it. Blaine posted about it too. Definitely going to be some interesting things. All right. Pushing on that. Let's take a look at weather. Oh, we got to jump on to get these guys back off here.
Let's go to weather. Let's see, brand. Where's our thing? Bring that down. Share screen. Weather. There we go. Okay. It's not looking pretty for a week. Chance of thunderstorms, scattered thunderstorms, about 60% chance every day through Friday. Winds aren't bad, though. Winds weren't bad. Well, they got pretty bad today, but I mean, it's.
I think that was just in the series, though. It wasn't horrible.
No. Monday, 43% chance, looking good. Temperatures are looking good. Winds west northwest at 5. West southwest at 7. Light at 7. Yeah. So weather, I mean, you're going to be dodging thunderstorms if you do go out. Guys that run the offshore, you guys do that quite a bit.
Why are your ads so provocative?
What's that?
Why are your ads so provocative?
I don't know. It's not my
Rub the belly.
Yeah, rub the belly. Anyway,
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Oh, squirrel. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Yeah. So chance of rain, more the same that it's been this past week over here. Again, you can get breaks. I messaged Brian today. Like I think we got a break at like 11 to 3. If you want to run out, I ran out for a little bit. It had a quick break in the weather, and then it started raining again. So overall, not looking great going into next week. Fishable, but not great.
Yeah. Well, I don't even need to pull up windy. The wave action is going to be kind of funky, but in reality, folks, lightning is not something to screw with. Driving across 3 Mile Bridge several times this week during these lightning storms, I've watched plenty of bolts hit the water. So have a plan. I don't recommend going out there screwing around with it. You know, if you're going to get out, just have a very smart plan and a good evacuation route. If you're in a boat,
yeah, absolutely. Okay, we are going to start getting into our captains here.
See you, Jake.
Before we do, we are running what we call a 3-for-3 giveaway tonight. We're giving away 3 sets of 3 GI jigs for tonight's broadcast. All right. Yay! So each segment, our offshore, our inshore, and our surf pier will have a giveaway in it. Brian and I have already predetermined a interval that will happen. We'll announce those at the end. So each segment will have a giveaway, 3 segments, 3 GI jigs. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm watching the green room and everything else too at the same time. And like I said, we've already predetermined an interval, so you guys just need to watch, comment, do all that fun stuff. And speaking of GI Jigs is sponsoring our offshore report.
Perfect. It's like it's made to be.
That's right. If you guys haven't gotten over there yet and checked them out, their rain minnows are awesome. GI Jigs with code PFR will save you 10% on your order. Get over and check them out. I know Mr. Grossman and Blaine Roberts have been crushing the surf with those. Capt Mark Holtz out there jigs them and loves them on the light tackle stuff, tears them up, catches a little bit of everything.
Yep.
So without further ado, we're going offshore. I hope he ain't driving. Hopefully he's a passenger.
I think he's
passing the green room. You're passenger. Sure. All right, we're going to bring him up. Here we go. Back with us, Mr. Brandon Hilliard. Oh. What happened?
Maybe he was driving.
Oh, no. Jump back in, Brandon.
Hey, Brad.
Dang it.
How you doing, guys?
Brandon had a lot of good stuff to talk about. All right, Brandon. Okay, he's back.
Here we go.
All right. I don't know what happened. What happened?
Lost service. Yeah, I'm definitely the passenger, not the driver.
Okay, good. All right. What is going on, buddy? You've had a busy week, a busy 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can say that.
Well, tell us what's been going on out there, man.
Like everything, snapper, triggers everywhere. The ever so extinct trigger.
Until August 1st, right?
Say it again.
Until August 1st, then the triggers disappear.
Right. As soon as they come in season, they'll be nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
But everything has been, like I said, doing different techniques, finding ways to filter through the trigger and get to the snapper. I mean, everything's been going pretty good so far.
I
I mean, you
noticed.
got those. Okay, you have no choice but to deal with trigger.
Yeah, I noticed you've been you and Lionel James been going back and forth on your Sabiki Chronicles and Sabiki rigs.
Yeah,
on do cheap Sabikis catch fish or not? What can you tell us about that?
I'm not about to pay $5 for something I'm gonna use once and throw it away.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
So Lionel can kick rocks on that because half the time I don't even use them. I go straight to the bait dude anyway.
I was getting ready to say, because you bypassed it one time, because I keep up with you guys on social media, and I follow you guys quite a bit. And that one day you were like, cheap Sabikis, I'm just going to go over here to the bait dude, and he's going to load my cooler for me.
Yeah, I'm not sitting there wasting 20, 30 minutes trying to chase cigar minnows or ass.
Mm-hmm. But have you found while you've been out there?
In the end, my Sabiki still works just like his.
Yeah, they do. Have you found though that the live bait is key right now?
Yes, definitely. Live bait is definitely key. I mean, you can use the cut, Spanish sardines or the SIGs or the northern mackerel or whatnot, but the trigger going to tear them up before they even get to the bottom.
Mm-hmm. I've been
so
using
yeah, live bait. I've been catching a lot on the flat lines too.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, some of the biggest snappers that I've caught have been off the flat line, just throwing them off the back, letting the minnows do their thing, and
yeah.
Nice. It's a hell of a fight too, because normally it's a lighter tackle back there.
Yeah.
Like 20, 30 pound test. So, you're pulling up 24, 25, 26 inch snappers. It's an interesting battle.
Man, I can imagine. And that new boat, you're breaking it in pretty good. You got plenty of room back there.
Yeah, I've been she's been good to me so far. I definitely can't complain about that. Been caught in a few messy situations that if I had my old boat, I'd be soaked, crying, all that stuff. But
yeah.
Hey, but you know what? You got that boat to enjoy, and look at you. You're hitting it up. You're doing the things you wanted to do and crushing it, and business is good. And I mean, you're catching fish just like you always were, and just living the life, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I was out there today, and yeah, it was poor choice. I got back right before it started downpouring.
Okay. Hey, so speaking of breaking in the new boat, you had a pretty cool client, I guess I'll say, the last 3 days. How did that come about?
There was a video that I did on Instagram about 3-4 months ago, and it had to do with him. And he DM'd me and was like, "LOL, that was funny." And we just started talking. And I was like, "Hey, if you ever in Destin and you like to fish, let me know. Holler at me." And he was like, fishing was his favorite thing to do. So send me his number. We had started, we stayed in contact over the past couple months. And next thing I know, he messaged and was like, "Hey, I got my Airbnb booked. I'll be down there on the 26th." And it was just 3 days of
flat out slaying fish, man. I saw all the
pictures. Yeah, there was
a good time. He's a real funny dude. He's a character.
So if y'all don't follow Captain Brandon and got the hookup charters, he took out Big Boy from with most people will remember him from Outcast.
Right.
But he does his own thing. He's got his own thing going too and everything. And it's that's the video footage that you were posting, the reels, the trips, man. I mean, that's a trip he's going to remember because you guys were on the fish. The only thing I think would be better is if you took him out amberjack fishing and just wore him out.
Oh,
I don't know, man. The snapper were getting to him. If it was amberjack, it would have been a different world. I actually, my brother got married last week, and I took him out today, and he ended up hooking onto an AJ, and it was a different baby. It was a baby too. That was a funny part.
That's what I tell people about sharks catching them from the beach. I'm like, oh, that's just a little one.
I was like, yeah, if you would have caught a legal one, I said, if you would have caught a legal one, you probably would be crying right now because those things are no joke.
No doubt. We've said it before on here. Pound for pound, I think probably the hardest fighting fish.
Yeah, they are. I think you had better look like reeling up a Volkswagen off the bottom before you bring up a keeper amberjack.
No doubt. We'll have to ask Jack. I wonder if he's ever got one in a kayak. That would be something.
I mean, the spot I was at was on. I mean, I know kayakers have the chance to do it because the spot I was at was only like 3/4 of a mile off the beach.
Man, running close.
Why not? Let's see what happens when you get on. I mean, I'm good. I'll watch Jack. I'll hold the camera for him. That's all I'll do. I'll just be like, "You're doing great, buddy. You're doing really good."
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. The weather, like I said, I was blessed that the weather was good Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday when we went out. But now it's just like everything's going to hell right now because
I know.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough for the next week, and I think we're going to get some good weather after that.
Yeah, well, I'll be gone all next week, so
yeah. So it can rain all at once, right?
Yeah, it can rain all at once.
Yeah.
Sorry for everybody who's trying to go fishing, but
well, it's always good seeing your face, man. I'm sorry that the weather's going to put it down on it, but hey, it's good to see you were crushing it. The social media stuff, everything. You're rocking it out like you always are, and it's just always awesome to see you win. It really is.
Appreciate you. Sorry I was a little late. I was driving and then I forgot. I looked at my phone and I was like, hey, we got to swap right quick. I told my wife, hey, we got to swap.
It's all good, man.
Because I was going to try to do it and drive at the same time, but I was like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Hey, you got places to be tonight anyway. You're heading out there, so let's not keep you. It's good seeing your face, brother. And when people want to charter with you, how do they get with you?
www.gotthehookupcharters.com. My IG, @gotthehookup_charters. I'm not hard to find.
No, you're not.
There you go. Awesome, brother. Well, good talking to you. Great report, and we look forward to getting you back on here soon.
Oh, definitely. Yes, sir.
See you guys.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right.
That was amazing. Like, I don't to get out there with Big Boy and see some of that stuff they were catching. We bring this down. They were definitely tearing up the fish.
I hate to say it. I mean, Big Boy is cool and all, but I just want to go fish with him. You just
want to fish with Brandon?
I just want to fish with Brandon. Yeah. I mean, if we're being honest, all the captains in reality, everybody on the show, I just want to go fish with them. I don't care about the rest of it. I just want to go fish with them.
Absolutely. We there's a couple of them that we've got to get plans for. Actually, all of them, but have to hook something up.
All right. So after the offshore, we go to the inshore. The inshore report is brought to you by Gomexis. You can get 10% off by using code SURF, and you can get that discount for those knobs only. Gomexis does have all the knobs and handles. They are actually back in stock. So if you've been trying to get your hands on them, now's definitely a good time to get your hands on or get them.
Absolutely.
In the mail. And without further ado, let's welcome to the show Captain Chris Schubert of Say When Charters out of Panama City Beach. Good evening.
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
We're doing good, man. I got to add your.
In reality,
it's been a while since we had you on. I got to add your Say When Charters in there.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but doing good here. Still catching a bunch of fish. I've been pretty slammed, which is awesome. Fish just about every day. Kind of like what Brandon was saying, we're all dodging weather right now. That's been our biggest challenge, especially for our morning trips. You're getting 3 to 4 hours in, and you're constantly watching the clouds and making sure you're keeping your clients on fish, but get them back in safely too. So
the old look over. We got a little bit left. Left. Now we don't.
That's exactly what I did this morning. I had a young man on the boat this morning. He's reeling a redfish, and I'm looking at him excited, but I'm looking at the sky saying this is not good. So we got to get this fish in. So, but yes, that's what we're doing. We're dodging clouds right now, but we're still catching fish.
I'm gonna bring up some of your fishes.
Yeah.
You've been on a hot bite recently.
Yeah.
I have. I'm still on the trout bite really good. I've obviously numbers for sure. Not catching a lot of really big ones, but listen, I don't care. We can catch 30, 10-inch fish, and I'm super happy as long as the clients are happy. So I think it has a lot to do with obviously water temperature right now. We're looking at some days it's 94-degree water temps, and the next minute it's 83 the next day. So it's it's kind of when you go back to your old bass fishing days. Are they spawning? Are they not? They going up? They going down? So it's a light switch, but we're just everybody does their homework out there to try to keep everybody on some fish. So that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it's been really good. I'm still very pleased with what's going on here.
Absolutely. So this was a free day. This wasn't a client day. That's you.
Nope. Yep. So of course, the one day my wife says, "Hey, let's go fishing. I need to catch a big redfish," and I'm thinking, "Okay, here we go." So I got her out there, and yeah, we that was 2 for 3. We lost one bigger than that, but we had an absolute blast doing it together.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a good 20-minute fight for sure. So we got bruises on our chest a match from where we were trying to hold on to the rods together.
Is that a live pinfish or croaker down there?
Yep. So on pinfish, man, he absolutely whacked it. So it was cool. And like I said, to watch my wife catch one, oh yeah, she talks about it every day. So that's definitely expected of me every time I take her out now.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, it's been great. Like I said, trout bites, awesome. Still whacking them on Miradines. Live shrimp's been for the redfish lately. I'm starting to get a little bit better of a redfish bite going on, figuring out that pattern. So, I'm like I said, I'm loving this job. I can't complain.
Yeah, that's
snappers.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a bunch of pictures. I could have sent you 100 of them today.
But that right there, I mean, that when the clients are happy and smiles, and like you said, if you catch 50 10-inch fish, they're gonna love it because it's constant action.
Yes, sir. It's funny. The last couple days with the clients that I've had, their biggest thing they said, we don't even catch fish. We just want to have a good time, and that's what we strive as charter captains to show them a good time, treat them like family, and they'll always come back. So my last 4 or 5 trips have been nothing but kids on the boat, which I recommend taking kid fishing every day. I had 3 of them on the boat today. I think it was 11, 12, and 14. And I mean, I was just running back and forth, casting their rods, one popping course going down, another one starting to go down. And I mean, it was a 4-hour circus, but let me tell you, I would not change it for the world.
So how many shrimp did you go through?
About 8 dozen. We fed more to the fish than we got to bring them in today. But again, it's that experience of, someone who's never been out there, doesn't really know how to use a popping cork, or never even been in salt water. That's what the experience is about. So like I said, today was a really good day. We caught a red, we caught a couple trout. Pinfish robbed us about 100 times, but like I said, we made a day out of it, and that's what you need to do. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, but, even though we have clients, it happens in the surf fishing too, and they're like, we just want to have a good time. It's okay if we don't catch fish, but that pressure is on, man. Like
listen, yes,
you got like internally. I don't know about you, but internally, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do different? What are we doing? What bait can I go to? Can I swim out there and catch one and hook it? Like I got to get fish on it.
Every morning I get to the boat ramp probably about 35, 40 minutes early, and I'll sit there and I'll analyze, okay, what am I going to do today to make sure we get a bite? Because that one bite changes the whole trip for you, and what spot am I going to go to? Which one am I going to leave alone? Because, I caught 20 trout there yesterday, or, which way's the wind going? What's the tide doing? So there's a ton of factors that as charter captains we put into to make sure we make that a perfect trip for them.
Speaking of that, I'm going to ask for a little hidden bit of information, little captain trick, if you don't mind. Is it something that's, heavily preached on with Salt Strong and a few of the others when you're talking about inshore fishing? With the wind, one of the ones that I was always taught and preached upon is make sure that you're getting yourself behind a point where the wind is blowing behind it.
That's correct.
That's something you really push for, is on the points there.
I do, and I did that this morning. I always like it to be behind my back because then I can hit the power pole. And you talk about fan casting, especially for someone who's never casted a spinning reel before or anything. You can teach them in 30 seconds, and they'll launch it a country mile. And to have that behind your back, they thought they struck gold. And a lot of times that's how those fish stay up and staged on those flats, because that wind's pushing against my back. Well, that's pushing bait fishing too. So I highly recommend that. Absolutely.
Nice. Thank you
And
for
you
that.
save a bunch of, and you save a bunch of batteries on your trolling motor too. If you hit the power pole, you're saving. You're not dead in the water after 4 hours. So yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Good
awesome.
info and gouge there.
Let's see. Tarpon report. I'm going to give you a quick tarpon report. I've seen about 8 tarpon, no commitment. So that's my tarpon report. I mean, by the boat, swam by. They looked at me, they waved, and they kept going. So, but they are out there, but they're definitely tricky right now to catch for sure. At least on my vessel.
Yeah, I didn't bring that up, but that's tarpon out over here now too as well. Pier, I think Okaloosa Pier had one of the best days ever the other day. I think I saw Tim Broom post that, or the Okaloosa Island Pier posted it. Like, I mean, so many hookups, kings, cobia, bonita. I mean, they were catching everything yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, they're here. It's just I just can't get a commitment, whether it's throwing pinfish, crab, artificial. They're just, I don't know. They're so finicky right now because they're nonstop. They're moving. So it's one of those things I'm still trying to get a good grasp on from being down south to up here. So I'm gonna get them. I mean, my homework's not over with them for sure. So I'm just taking little steps, little baby steps, we'll say. But there's some good tarpon out there right now. I've definitely been seeing them.
Well,
that's a good.
Go ahead,
Brian.
No, I was just saying any step is always a good step. I mean, you just gotta keep pushing and trying.
That's a good segue to drag washers. You ever swap out your drag washers?
Gentlemen, I have not. I probably should start after our conversations a little while ago. I honestly, because I'm very big on obviously maintenance on my reels. After I use them, whether it's clients, sometimes they drop in the water and you just smile and then you want to get home real quick and clean them off. But that's something I have not done, but I will probably start doing that because that's what's going to give you longevity on your reels anyway. So I'd rather do it than have to send it to somebody and wait a month to get them back. So for sure.
Yeah. Good point.
Right there. It's good to know it's not that hard to do. So a little Google search will probably get you a long way with it, right?
Yeah,
Google will get you anything in life. That's right.
University of YouTube, man. I'm telling you.
That's right. Yes,
They'll
sir.
hook you up.
That's it.
They're content creators looking to make money.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, that's my report. That's what's been going on. Like I said, I've been fishing every day. It's really been getting very busy for me, which is a blessing. So can't ask for anything better.
Awesome, brother. Great report. We appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Yeah, it was good seeing you. I look forward to hearing the next time when we get you on. I know there'll be plenty for you to tell us about. You got a lot of good stuff going on.
Absolutely. I've got about 4 more trips coming up this week, so I'll plan on getting some more pictures and send them to you.
Awesome, brother. We enjoyed it, man. Great report, and we look forward to getting you back on here soon. Yeah,
sounds great, and I appreciate you guys. And like I said, if anybody's interested out there, Fish Booker, Facebook, Instagram, Say When Charters, give myself or Captain Chris Florence a call. We'd love to get you guys on the offshore or the inshore for sure.
Awesome, brother. Great report.
Good seeing you.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, y'all have a great evening.
Later.
So much knowledge. I mean, geez. And the guy's been crushing it.
Yeah, he's been tearing it up. I got to bring telling you, we need an engine. So you watched that. Well, we'll talk offline, but there's another fishing report that I saw that it's on ESPN radio that they have a sound engineer and it really makes things nice.
Well, when you've got the word ESPN associated with your show, it kind of comes with a freebie, I think.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. What do we got going?
Money? Is that what Jack's saying back there? Get that money.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Where's Jack volunteering to be our sound engineer for the right price?
We can pay him the right amount of money.
That's awesome. Well, we're getting ready to go to our Surf Pier Near Shore report. This one's brought to you by Waterland Sunglasses tonight. Don't forget to use discount code SSF. We'll get you 15% on off your apparel and glasses. Great super ultralight, great polarization. However, this weekend only, they are running a great 20% off site-wide sale. 20%, right? Yeah, 20. So you can get out there, use that. I think it's Independence or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to check out what the code is. But visit the site. They got a great one going. Visit my Instagram. Visit this guy's Instagram because he's also a Waterlands guy. Mr. Jack Moran of Navarre Beach Shark Fishing. What's up, buddy?
Damn, I didn't know what was coming on next. Whoops.
Guys,
Surprise!
Surprise.
I know we just kind of brought it in there. Boom! There you
I
are.
know. That was slick. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, man. How you been?
Good, man. Good. Living
good to
life.
see you off
Working.
work. I was gonna say it's good to see you off work for a change.
You ain't lying, man. Always doing something.
Speaking of which, you were tearing up some fish pretty close to the beach. I'll say that. It wasn't too far out.
Yeah. I mean, we went a pretty good distance. Pretty far for a kayak, that is. I mean, we were about 4.5 miles, I guess. 4.5, almost 5 off the beach.
Were you really?
Yes, sir. Nice little private spot.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's a long way.
Yeah, but it was worth it, as you can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm bringing them pictures up right now.
Was that the day that you didn't get caught in the storm that day? That was that was a fun day. That's right. The other storm day was that surprise one on you.
Yeah, that one was rough.
That's a nice little catch right there.
That's some good mangroves. I think the biggest one was 24 inches. Now, my buddy Donnie over there to the right of that picture caught 2 slab snappers. One was almost 35, and the other one was 32. Monsters.
I swear, when I see pictures like this, just because the color vividness of all the fish, I'm like, Photoshop, it's fake, jerks.
I heard that so many times from that photo. That came from my iPhone 12. I just took the picture.
Yeah, I mean, look at these are monster snapper, man.
Yeah, they're all good ones. That one I'm holding in my hand is 27 inches.
Damn, dude.
Compared to his 5, it looks like a baby.
Yeah, it does.
Shit, baby.
And you went out and fished in the pygmy. And you had a heck of a day there. That dude, I still cannot believe that dude caught 80 pounds of fish. I can't imagine bringing 80 pounds on a kayak.
It's in my freezer actually right now. All that fish, all them jacks.
Oh, did he? Was it Jack?
You keep them for shark bait?
Yeah, it was Jack Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got all them jacks. That was pretty nice. Yeah, but like that guy was saying, free lining baits, like on the back of his boat, we did the same thing with those snapper, man. We just took a live bait like cigar minnow, LY, hooked it in the belly so it swims down, swim down to the saw the snapper, started swimming up, the snapper come up and just tear it apart every time.
Nice.
Those are monsters.
What are you using for your I know this is a surf one and we'll talk kayak.
Ooh, I know that picture.
Yeah, no, that's something different.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not the kayak.
Nah.
What are you using for your trolling set?
Trolling, anywhere between I usually 5,000 or 5,500 is what I'm trolling. That rod right there in that picture, that's what I was using for those snapper. Because those things, them snapper that we were catching were pretty big, so we needed something. Because there was a lot of sharks down there that day. We can actually up as soon as we hook the snapper, we see like a big sandbar bull shark actually come up, trying to chase that snapper. So we using that. It was 5,500. Dye was softest I was using.
And what kind of? I mean, so the reel is good. What about the rods? Because like you say, that's a beefier setup.
This is actually a California rod. It's called iRod, Kamana. They actually use it for like throwing like big stick baits for tuna.
Okay.
Over there in Cali. So it's a stout rod. It's 7.6, medium heavy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good rod. I mean, I've been using them for a while. I actually used to be a sponsor of the channel, but we just kind of fell off during time, But I still use the rods. They're still great rods.
Okay. So with the surf, go ahead.
Good. No, go ahead, Brian.
So I was gonna say you've had some great runs with a kayak. You've been rocking it out there. You've been out there rocking distance wise. The surf has just been a nightmare still. In between high temperatures with the heat piece, you've got the sand or the grass still playing a nasty factor with the June grass and the runs there.
A horrible factor.
What else you got? I mean, because I know with the shark run, it puts a hamper or dampener on you guys there. How are things going with the surf run?
Well, it's been a no-go for me this whole week and a half, almost 2 weeks. I've been canceling trips. I've been offering to run them in the bay, or we can actually go or cancel the trip. The bay's been all right. We've been catching a little bit of black tips, maybe a smaller bull shark, but when it comes to like surf casting or like taking baits out in the Gulf on Pensacola from Navarre, it's been trashed. Like it's not even worth doing it. You get like 50 pounds of grass on your line. It's horrible. But it's finally now starting to clear out. I walked the beach today when I was at the pier, and it was finally clearing out. Finally, starting slowly, but it's going to be.
You bring up a good point too. you're on the
really
pier,
got to hunt for it.
Yeah, that's been the worst part. People are talking. You got to find that pocket.
Yeah, but when that pocket comes at night, I mean, that pocket moves. It's going to move with the tide. So you can like have that pocket. Oh, you got clear grass, and all of a sudden, 9 o'clock at night, tide switches, and all of a sudden you got 20 pounds of grass on your line, and you see your lights just bobbing up and down. It's a bad.
Yeah.
So speaking of that pier, how's the pier sets been?
Ooh, man, today was on fire. Actually, I went to Orange Beach Pier. I mean, I think it's called Orange Beach Pier, the one in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Went out there with Bearded Brad, and the Kings were fired up. I'm talking about fired up. It was a good day. I didn't catch a king, of course, but
you didn't have to put that part in there. You could have left that out.
Yeah.
Oh, wants to know, is that a mahi in the picture too?
Yeah, that's the mahi you got on the trolling end. Yep, that's a little itty bitty mahi. Still eats just as good as the big ones, though.
Yeah, they do.
Roberto's got a good question.
What's that?
Are you
trolling or jigging? So he's actually you actually didn't catch these from the surf. You were actually 5 miles out in your kayak, just put in from the surf.
But if you find any structure like off the beach, anywhere between 30 to like 80 feet of water, you're gonna be catching snapper regardless. So you can actually jig for them too. I mean, everybody knows about slow pitch jigging, fast jigging, whatever you call it, vertical jigging. You can catch them all the time. You just gotta get them fired up. You can get on them pretty good.
All right. So the surf man. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was trying to figure out the other post. I think I put it on our Instagram story. That I think it looked like a sandbar that was coming up right underneath the kayak.
Yeah, that was a sandbar. We hooked bottom fishing for the snapper. That's when we decided to leave. The sharks show up. It's time to leave. So he's just going to that.
And I put it out there like I don't kayak fish, but I know they are pretty. You have to fight the fish a certain way. I'm guessing. Keep them out in front of you or out to the side? Like, what's the best way to handle a big shark like that if you're in a kayak?
Well, when it comes to any big fish from a kayak, you always want to keep that rod tip pointing to your nose the whole time. If he gets you out to the side, perpendicular to you, you're probably going to flip most likely.
Yeah.
So you keep that rod, that tip of that rod to in front of your nose no matter what, and you use your rudder to turn with the shark, and as he pulls you from which direction to which direction. And GoPros and all that. It can get a cluster sometimes.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to video all of that and keep everything straight and figure out what you're doing. And that could be a cluster. I could see that happening.
Every time, man. I always edit it out though. Because it gets
I'm glad Jack said that because I'd be worried the first time I go fishing with him out there. I'm like, hooked into something. He's like, off the nose, my pal.
Yeah.
It happens. It's a beautiful thing though, man. It's like, I don't know what you call it. It's chaos, but it's like art at the same time. You're working around people's rods and your rudder and your drive and everything.
Yeah. So you got a friend back there.
Yeah, it's my cat.
Yeah,
my wife's cat, not my cat.
Not your cat.
I'm not a cat person.
So we were talking earlier on the beginning of the show, changing out drag washers. Is that something that you do frequently or often? Is it?
After like a real big season, if I have caught a lot of big fish, like if you hook a tarpon or a big shark, I'm definitely changing out drag washers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that hard either, man. You just take that little wire piece out, pull out the washers, put it back in, a little bit of grease, put the wire back in, tighten it back up.
There you go.
Now, I remember I was talking about throwing bait at tarpon. I mean, I actually never put my hands in the mouth of a tarpon, but I've hooked lots and lots, jumped lots of tarpon in there. It's kind of like my, I can't land one. I never have. I've always, but a good bait.
It's a white whale.
Yeah, it really is. But a good bait to use is live bait, and it's called like a hornbelly. You catch them on sabiki rigs around like snorkel reefs, and those tarp, for some reason, they hone on those baits so quick. You throw them right in front of that school, usually one's gonna roll out and hit it.
Are those you call them a hornbelly?
They're not leather jacks that you think of those. They're like hornbellies. They also can't remember another name they call them, but we call them.
Are they like bump? Are they bump jacks?
Yeah, bumpers. Bumpers.
Yeah, they look like a horn. Dude, I loaded up on those things. And then somebody told me, get them dickheads off my boat, man.
I remember that day.
I'm gonna have such bad luck if I fished with them.
That's all they're good for is tarpon, man. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, you might be able to drop them down and catch a snapper or two, but that's all they're using for is straight up tarpon every time.
Nice.
Well,
That's a
Roberto-
secret. though.
That's a secret.
Yeah, we won't tell anybody. You're
Yeah.
secret.
Us and the 20-some listeners that are watching.
Roberto was saying, I was talking with a customer about getting another rod and use it just for jigging. Okay, that's why you're asking about it from the surf. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Well, that being said, like in my kayak, if I go offshore, I have a rod dedicated for everything. I have a rod for free lining, 2 rods for trolling, 1 rod with the cobia jig, sabiki rod, 1 rod for Spanish and bobos. I mean, some people say don't take that many rods offshore.
I was gonna say, how big a kayak you got, man?
Same one as Demo had.
The same one Demo's got?
Yeah, Demo. I said Demo. Demo.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah. But I have a lot of rod holders though. You've
got that extra stack. Like what is it? Who was it? He posted it. Why can't I remember his name? He's always posting.
No.
Oh well. It's gonna come to me after the show, I know that. But I've seen a lot of big pushes there with a whole set of like 4 and 4 for rod holders off the back rod piece that run into that back cargo bay.
Well, actually, I have a Hobie live well in the back of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 rod holders in the Hobie live well that fits.
Yeah.
And 2 for that's tilted back patrolling. So I total of 8 rods if I wanted to. I usually bring about 7.
Yep, that was it.
Lord. What he said?
Sean says if you wear that Dallas jersey, you might catch one of them tarpon.
I wear a Dallas jersey, I won't catch COVID.
Oh, that's so good.
That's awesome.
I love you, Sean, man. I'm just kidding.
Good
I'm
stuff.
not.
That's awesome.
Well, Jack, we don't want to hold you up. It's always good to see your face.
Brother.
Good to have you on the offside. So if anybody wants to book charters with you, how they do it?
NavarreBeachSharkFishing.com, Navarre Beach Shark Fishing on Facebook, and also on Instagram, man. Just shoot me a message. We're actually really booked up right now, but grass. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
You can only do so much.
You know what I mean. Smitty.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean.
It's rough.
That's what, it is. It's all good, though, man. We got to find ways. We find ways to make it happen.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Awesome, buddy. Well, great report. Great talking to you. And we'll get you back on here soon.
All right, man.
See you, man.
See you, Jack.
Awesome. Dude, those were some stud snappers.
That's what I love. One thing I love about talking with Jax. I mean, I know he's got all that. It's the same with Sean. We get the kayak report and a little bit of the pier side. But, they have zero fear about going out in a long set, and getting after those other fish and just reporting back about it. It's, I don't know, refreshing and fun.
He's talking about 5 miles in a kayak. I don't even think I've had my boat out 5 miles yet.
I don't know if again.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Mile, maybe 5.
That's
a long ass swim home.
I think 3. 3 is where we were.
Jack, I'm back in the comments section. Look, the green room, man. That's what happens.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into what's next. Our scroll.
Let's scroll.
Be just over an hour tonight. Not bad. All right, 6 to 10 if weather is good. Donnie would go 6 to 10 in a kayak. Crazy, man.
1.
Crazy.
1. That's the fat kid's limit for me. 1.
Let's see here. Boom, boom. I'm gonna go here. That down. I'm gonna get all these pop-ups now. Saved. All right. Let's start down here. Our buddy Justin Reed Fishing, who, congratulations, just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yay!
Hey,
we had the applause clap thing going. That is a pretty big Spanish.
Yeah, that was a big one. It was great. 21, I think 21 or 22 was a new PB.
Nice little flounder. You got a couple of those, and then a nice little mangrove there.
Yep.
Nice. Dodging the rains and this stuff. Sight fishing.
Yeah.
Patrick Meek over here in Pensacola. Sight fishing a red in between storms. Nice one. So the grass is bad. The June grass is bad, but you can still get out there and fish. You just got to walk. You got to find those pockets. They was throwing some sort of spoon. It doesn't look like a GI jig. We'll have to get Patrick some GI jigs.
Yep, something like that.
Yeah.
He needs the best.
Yeah. What's it? Boom. Off the pier. Some guy named Andy caught this one, but this is off Pensacola Pier. Nice king.
I love that. You know, I'll say it. Our fishery is amazing. I mean, you can get on the pier, you can catch some of these. You can catching tuna from the pier, bobos. You get a kayak, you can get out there, get after the snappers. You can surf, you can get after it all too. I love our fishery.
Heck yeah, it's a great place to live.
It really is.
We are truly blessed. What we got here? Oh, another hot snapper bite. This is Scott Jardine. I mean, snapper is what's in right now.
Good Lord, crushing it.
Nice little trip. I don't know if those were in the bay or out in the Gulf, but still, I mean, look at it. I mean, this some good times there.
Oh, big old bent rod in the background there.
Oh yeah, it's always good. Let's see. I think I got 2 more. So 3 more. I thought this was pretty funny. For the love of God, stop raining.
True.
Like I'm so tired of rain. We don't need any more rain. I think we're good for a while.
And I'm going out tomorrow on a deep sea, and I'm already.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, theoretically. Let's see what happens when we get to 6:30.
All right. So this is a video. Hopefully it plays because this is pretty funny.
Whack!
Okay, so a couple things here. If you catch a shark, do not strangle the shark. One, he's holding it all wrong. If you're going to hold it up and bring it to the boat anyway, up under the dorsals here, not a choke hold around the gills and the neck. All it takes is a little slip, and then he's right down on your hands there. At least down here, you can hold it up by the dorsals.
Hey, Mike.
The pectorals, sorry.
Wow.
And then the things go crazy. Boom! I mean, I'm still nursing the injury on my thumb from getting that thing tail whipped. It's no joke. Them sharks don't play. That's a lot of power right there.
What's the capital of Thailand? I don't know. Bangkok.
All right, our buddy Salt Squatch and Tony and Bama Beach Bum and some guy named Dave, I think. I don't know who the other guy is. Had an epic opening day of snapper from the shore, casting to these things. I'm sure everybody's seen the video by now. What an awesome catch from the beach. I mean, going back to your point on a good fishery, it's here. You know, where else can you do this?
Yeah.
Our buddy Justin Reed again. This was right after, I left.
Yeah,
right after I left the beach, and then he brings this monster snapper in. Great catch, again from the shore. Like, that's just amazing to be able to do that. We live in such an awesome place.
All right. So here we go.
Jack said he's holding some great bait. Yeah, them smaller sharks get bigger sharks.
Whoa. 12 miles out of Perdido Pass. That is a big fish.
Is that a new Alabama state record?
I don't think it was.
That thing is monster.
Yeah, that was a serious fish. Old Joe Mad Dog Fishing. Still out there. And if you guys haven't heard of Greg Finley and his stuff, if you're not following that Mad Dog Fishing, the dude catches some serious reds. It's one of his. He's like, I can go catch the littles, but why? And he is on it. So really great person to talk to about catching reds and big fish.
Yeah.
Let's open a couple of these. Oh, you already got that one. I don't know.
Oh, you had the same one.
This was nope. That one you already got.
My bad.
Oh, that one too. Here we go. Emerald Coast Kayak Anglers love going to this group, and they that's not a bad stack. Runners, snapper. You got some bait. Got some dinner. You can eat runners too. They're not bad. Yeah. I don't have a problem with them. I've tasted them. They're not bad. They're not amazing, but they're not bad.
They're good.
Bill popping out a good one with a couple of good charters.
Yeah, he's had a couple good ones lately.
Yeah, he's always out there doing a great job. They had some good ones running around. Lots of different. I think it was a couple. Where was that other trout? Where was it? Yeah, trout and red. Yeah, ladies for days. So you can get your hands on them plenty right now.
They're so much fun, especially with kids.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the kids are the best part. All right. Yeah. Jason was in town for a little while. He was back from work. If you guys haven't seen Jason's post, the dude is crushing it on Father's Day. That is a great table.
Cool.
He has a lot of fun eventually. And, of course, what post isn't complete without Cheyenne giving me the freaking droolies?
Nice.
Look
at that.
Big old nice red and a little bit of balsamic deliciousness.
That looks amazing.
This stuffing of a fish, though, I mean, I get it. I've heard so many things, but not seen it so clean. And she just, she puts on a clinic every time.
Yeah, she does.
Down the old spinach deliciousness.
That was a good interview podcast with her too.
Yeah, she was a lot of fun. I enjoy. Hell, man. I really enjoy talking to everybody I can on the podcast. It's like it's the ultimate cheater for me because I get so much information like from all these fisheries. I'm like, okay, so when I go to North Carolina, I gotta fish this way. All right, I want to go to Mississippi. I actually have a podcast coming up with Mississippi, which I'm very excited about because I have heard nothing amazing about Mississippi's water. I remember when I traveled through there, I was like, it's really dirty. But I'm talking to a couple of guys here very soon about it, and I'm very excited. But it's so cool because I get all this cool info about how to fish and what gear people are using and how people are using bait and different rigs, different knots. This is great. This is such a cheater.
Speaking of which, I learned a new knot this week.
Did you? Was it the 100-pound knot?
No, but I was like, where did I hear that before? It was on the latest podcast.
It was on the podcast.
Yeah, Brian Searles mentioned it. No, this was it's like a modified Albright. Plenty strong for what I use it for, but really quick, simple to tie. It's like your standard Albright, but when you wrap it back this way and then put it back through the leader loop, then you like wrap the other line like you're doing a uni inside of it and then pull it tight, and it's great. Pulls tight, lasts a long time.
Okay,
it's good. Cool, Jack Moran, stuff the fish and I'll stuff my face. Yeah,
I obviously understand you, Jack, as you can see.
Yeah,
I'll never be a skinny man.
Me too. All right, our 3 for 3 giveaway.
You got the numbers or the
names?
names?
I got the numbers and I got the names. Okay. The following folks need to DM me or Brian with an address so that we can get you 3 GI jigs in the mail. Number 1, Mr. William Camacho.
Hey, Camacho's getting some stuff. That's cool.
Yep. Number 2, for the inshore report, our buddy, Mr. Donnie Wimpelberg. Congratulations. Donnie won that one. And for the pier surf and near shore, Mr. Brett Peterson.
Hey, cool.
For that one, Brett Peterson. So, Brett, Donnie, and William, if you guys can message either Brian and I with an address, and we'll get that shipped out to you. If you forget, don't worry, I'll message you tomorrow. And,
Brett, I have a feeling Brett's going to say, I'm good.
You think?
I want to say Brett's got them in Yellowfin. I think they did start stocking them there, but I can't remember. But I know he was talking about the rigs before. But that's cool because Brett's a hell of an angler.
Yeah,
I can't wait to fish with him.
There you go. We'll get you a couple GI jigs out there. Vince and Matt are the kings of inshore of Mississippi.
Now we'll just have to go hang out with Brett. Oh no, not that.
Yeah, I know, right? Not that. Awesome. Well, not too bad for coming back after a week off and getting things going. Appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out and learning a little bit, listening to the report.
we'll have some more fun for you next week, of course. You know how it is. We always bring it in. Hopefully the weather passes a little bit and you can get out in those windows and get out and fish. And if you can, don't forget to hashtag Panhandle Fishing Report. We love to celebrate your catches, talk about it, get you guys on there. And, hey, we're all going to learn from you. So keep it up.
Awesome. Appreciate everybody sticking around. Until next week. Where's it at? It's coming. Hang on. Here comes the outro. We'll see you guys next Friday night.